Hello and welcome to the 2025 second quarter update. We are John and Donna Bigler, your international coordinators, and we hope that you find this information in this little broadcast helpful and informative. Thank you. We hope you've marked your calendar for Saturday, October 25th and Sunday, October 26th for our annual Global Enrichment Celebration. And this year's theme is One Retrouvaille, meaning we are one community, one ministry around the world. No matter where you are located, you are part of the International Retrouvaille, and we are glad you're here.
So this year we've got 14 hours of new and exciting live stream content, and a new addition for this year is what we call a video on demand series. And so the community management topics like marketing and putting on a weekend, good best practices, those sorts of things. Well, that's all going to be available after the Enrichment Celebration as a video on demand series.
You invest your time and energy into other people's marriages. This is a time for you to invest in your marriage and to help your community grow and flourish. Backed by popular demand this year is Dr. Robert Enright, the father of forgiveness science. He spoke at our conference last year, and everyone really enjoyed him and asked if we could bring him back. And so this year, not only is he going to be our keynote speaker, he is doing another live session after that so that we can get more of his knowledge instilled in us.
So again, like last year, we have the all community access model where pricing is by community. We have 3 different ticket levels, from a bronze ticket for 10 couples all the way on up to a gold ticket for 25 plus for $12.50. Last year we had some communities that were generous and actually paid it forward with scholarships for other communities. And so we'd really encourage, if your community is in a position to do that, that you can pay it forward this year, so that some communities that can't afford it are able to join us and be part of the One Retrouvaille Enrichment Celebration.
It was a great time last year, and we expect it to be even better this year. Now on your screen is a QR code for registration for this event this year, and you can register multiple ways, sending a check to Brian and Dinah Chu. The address is there on the screen, or you can use the QR code and pay directly to Retrouvaille International. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a PayPal. PayPal link is the second QR code there.
Very good. In the quarter one update, we introduced you to the Retrouvaille International Board of Director goals for 2025. In this update, we're going to talk about the first goal, which is creating a blueprint to revitalize struggling communities and to prevent their closure. Here in the United States and Canada, we've experiencing some closures of communities, mostly due to lack of volunteers, not lack of funds. So part of the revitalization is to figure out what's going on and see if we can help that.
We're excited to introduce to you the Community Genesis Program, which is our Retrouvaille Community Revitalization Blueprint. And so some of the things that we're going to do is we're going to analyze, plan, implement, and review. And we're asking communities to invite us in, which is with a new ministry partnership, to help renew and strengthen your community, especially if you're struggling. So, your community renewal team, what does that look like in terms of implementing some best practices in your community? We found that looking at different successful communities, that typically they've got about 7 strategies that drive their large weekends that they have. And they typically meet with their stakeholders regularly. So their volunteer base, their community members, and they talk about the upcoming weekend and how that's going to be implemented. They follow up on their information requests, not just by answering them once, but loading those information requests into some kind of contact manager like Contact or MailChimp, and then they continue to market to these couples to bring them from sometimes a place of struggling but somewhat apathetic and hopeless to bringing them to a place where they're willing to come on a weekend. And sometimes that process takes a couple of years. Typically, these communities will have 1 or 2 dedicated couples, and their primary focus is outreach. So that might mean walking into churches, making sure all the churches have brochures, doing pulpit talks. They typically have less than a 24-hour response time for their information requests and registrations. And you may recall that we did a survey last year where we showed that communities could increase their Friday night couples by 25% if they were willing to answer their phones live. They typically have fairly aggressive database marketing, and then they follow up, like I said earlier, and they actually go to the church and talk probably to the church secretary, and they have an active core. That's one of the essential elements that really drives excitement in a community, is having some sort of active core. And so the more of these different disciplines that are built into your community can kind of take you from that 50, 60, 70 all the way up to 100% in terms of your ability to function as a community and bring in Friday night couples.
Once again, here's the registration page for the upcoming International Enrichment Celebration on October 25th and 26th, 2025. Go ahead and take a picture of the screen, stop and do a screenshot, or scan those QR codes for either PayPal or for more information. And we really look forward to seeing you there. It should be a really great event this year. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you at the Enrichment Celebration. And we hope that you enjoy it and get as excited about it as we are.
Thanks for watching.